Hello everyone, my name is Andy and this is a special episode of UFOs and other paranormal stuff. In the last couple of days I've been sent two messages by people through the website www.ufosandops.com about some UFO incidents, sightings or something that have been actually reported in the news over here in the UK. One of these even talks about an RAF jet opening fire on the UFO. The first one is this, from the Metro newspaper. Royal airplane flew within 20 metres of an undetectable UFO, according to a police log. It had just taken off from Stansted Airport in Essex when the pilot spotted a black object about 4,000 feet up in the sky. The sighting last year came to light following a Freedom of Information request to Essex police. Now, I say this was last year, that's when the sighting happened. This news report came out only a couple of days ago, Monday the 13th of November. The object passed within 20 metres of the aircraft. The plane was travelling at 230 miles per hour and the object was travelling from north to south. The police log says. They have said that it is possibly a drone, but the drone monitoring equipment at the airport has not picked it up. The log records another potential UFO at Stansted Airport last year. This time 3 aircraft reported an object in their vicinity. In the 2 of the reports, an object was picked up on the plane's traffic collision avoidance systems at 500 feet when they were about to land, but the pilots themselves couldn't see anything. Earlier this year in Colchester, somebody reported seeing a UFO that was oval-shaped with no metallic colour and apparent markings or lights. The person said there was no conventional aircraft characteristics at all on the object and that they did not believe that it was a drone. For those that don't know, Colchester also is in Essex and is not too far away, especially by plane, to Stansted Airport. Could they have been seeing the same object? Another one, this time from the Sun newspaper. Close encounter. I've seen evidence an RAF jet opened fire on a UFO over Syria. We're not being told the whole truth, claims investigator. The piece goes on to say a Royal Airforce jet opened fire on a mysterious UFO over Syria, an investigative filmmaker has claimed. That investigative filmmaker is, of course, the well-known Jeremy Corbell, also revealed what he claims is the first picture of the unknown craft, and suggested the official version of the encounter is not the whole story. According to this newspaper report, Corbell, who was behind the string of bombshell-leaked videos involving UFOs and the United States military, revealed his latest claims in a podcast with veteran journalist George Knapp. He said that during the investigation he came across a really weird image of the target and claimed it had been labelled as an unidentified anomalous phenomenon, a UAP, as we're now meant to call UFOs, in the secret intelligence reports. He said he was able to confirm the image of the UAP was associated with the air-to-air missile shooting over Syria on the 14th of December 2021. Back in those days, the Ministry of Defence called unprecedented target a hostile terrorist drone and reported that an RAF Typhoon shot it down after it posed a threat to coalition forces in the area. This, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, was the first time that the RAF had an air-to-air combat engagement since the Falklands War nearly 40 years before. But Corbell cast doubt on the official version and claimed that there were discrepancies in the public report. According to the filmmaker, the object was not hostile terrorist drone, but a UAP with unknown origin and flight characteristics other than what human-made aircraft have. He said, "We have been able to confirm the image was associated with the air-to-air shooting by RAF jets and that the vehicle in the image was labelled as a UAP." In fact, it was used as an example of UAP in an internal intelligence product. While the media had reported it to be a hostile terrorist drone, the entire intelligence community said it was a UAP. While it seems Corbell does not have credible proof to back this up, so says the Sun newspaper, he says that CENTCOM has been tracking UAPs for the last 15 years and says that it is plausible that these flying objects could be extraterrestrial. That was, of course, the Sun, and I understand that a lot of people are not fans of the Sun newspaper. But here it is again on MSN.com. And this particular bit from HITC goes, UFO resembling Hermit the Frog over Syria was hit by a missile, claims ufologist. Now, I know first thing that I thought when I read that is that, no, I've never heard of Hermit the Frog either. Kermit, yes, but not Hermit. Ufologists Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp took to discussing a blurry new image of the Syria Dome UAP, initially reported as a hostile drone, shot down by the Royal Airforce in 2021. The supposed UFO sightings from ages ago and recent times are being actively analysed by ufologists and investigators thanks to the UAP hearings held in the United States and Mexico, which raised interesting questions about the supposed evidence presented before Congress. There follows a lovely picture of a beautiful picture of a UFO there. I love that picture. Credit by KTS Designs. The article carries on. New images of Syria Dome UAP released on Weaponized podcast. Of course, Weaponized is the podcast done by Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp. It was during an episode of that podcast that unseen images of what is called Syria Dome UAP were shown, and the ufologists claim that the blurry picture displays an object that was allegedly fired upon. The supposed UFO is said to be classified as a UAP within the intelligence community, and it was captured from a fighter plane on December the 14th, 2021. The picture is hard to decipher, and all you can really see is a bizarre-shaped object with a lower body resembling a screw stationed in the sky. Yes, it does look a bit weird. The Royal Air Force allegedly caught up with the unidentified object upon spotting them and even fired an advanced short-range air-to-air missile. One of the two objects is believed to have been hit, while the other disappeared in a flash. However, it isn't known if the remains of the allegedly shot-down object were recovered, and its exact nature remains undetermined. That said, however, I have heard rumblings that the place called Rudlow Manor, which is apparently the UK's Area 51, has started to show a little bit of life again. Maybe some little bits have been making their way there, who knows. The incident was reported publicly, unlike any other UAPs, but the Ministry of Defence identified the object as an enemy aircraft and a small hostile drone that posed a threat to the coalition forces fighting in southern Syria. The BBC reports that Defence Secretary Ben Wallace said the strike was an impressive demonstration of the RAF's ability to take out hostile targets in the air. The incident reportedly occurred near the Al-Tanf coalition military base close to Iraq's border, and it was also the Royal Air Force's first encounter with a flying object over Iraq or Syria. The unclear image had promoted different reactions from social media users. Some of them were convinced that they were looking at a UFO, while others believed the picture wasn't as authentic. To conclude, one wrote, "I found it in 3 minutes. It's a sea drone." A second user asked, "Why would the military shoot an aircraft of unknown origins even? It makes no sense. This is either humans from Middle Earth or humans who live outside of Antarctica. Not saying either one's true, but think about it," read a third comment. "Looks like a siren tower. Wish we had the whole picture," said one. Another one said, "If you all believe the blurry image is a UFO, please educate yourself." But I would love to know what you think, so search it out. Have a little look on Google, type in RAF Syria UFO. Tell me what you think. Get in touch. Use the website www.ufosandops.com. Contact form at the bottom of there. Let me know what you think, because it is quite interesting. We do hear a lot of the hearings coming out of Mexico and the United States. Nothing is happening in Britain. I don't think there's that much happening anywhere else. It needs to. Britain, the RAF, the Army, the the Navy. They must have seen things. Why not tell us? There's no trouble, is there? Anyway, like I've said, let me know, and I will speak to you in the next podcast episode, which is coming up very soon. Take care, have a lovely week and weekend, and I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.